We rolling? Okay. Cheers, Annie. We're so bougie with our iced.
I mean, this is you. Also, my straw is upside down.
I really am into iced matcha. I'm trying to drink. I mean, I still have probably 2 or 3 cups a day, but I feel like the matcha just breaks up. And I like cold. Don't like hot.
Matcha is caffeine, correct? Or no?
Yeah, I think it does have caffeine.
It does.
It just feels healthier than coffee.
No, it's a nice in between. I don't really mess around with ice drinks ever.
Really?
Like it will be 30 degrees and I'll have a hot coffee. I'll be sitting on the beach with a piping hot coffee drinking it. I rarely, if I'm going to go this route, it's typically blended.
I was just going to say, I feel like you're like a frappuccino with like whipped cream and chocolate chips on top.
No, I take off the whipped cream.
Oh.
Actually,
like nutrition, you don't like it.
I'm going to do it. Like I'm going to be a little bit mindful.
Right.
Like I'm not going to go full stop. I get like better milk.
Oh, look at you. Gina would be proud.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got some comments.
Oh, really? Like what?
Yeah. You know what? I feel like any kind of program, like a weight loss or diet program, it's going to be controversial.
Give me the top ones.
I think some people in the health world were just like, not into it. And one person messaged me specifically. She said that she felt her program caused disordered behaviors. I'm like, listen, I appreciate other people's opinions and things are, not everyone's going to agree.
Especially in that space.
Especially in that space. I feel, and I had done her program. I don't think I would have just brought anyone on in that space whose program I had not done or friends who hadn't done.
Also, you don't need to defend yourself. Like this girl can like Gina. She can't like Gina. She can tune in. She cannot tune in. That's her own thing. Like clearly it works for a lot of these people that do it.
That's what I'm saying.
She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. I think sometimes people hold you to this standard when you have a platform that it's like, people are triggered or I don't agree or I do agree. And you're just like, all right. Like,
okay, but that's the person that wrote in. And that's back to my other thing. Like, imagine having the time to just sit there and write these things. Like, listen, I get it when you have an opinion, you want to speak up, but I find a lot of this, it's like, it's internet trolls. Correct me if I'm wrong. We would get,
I don't know if this
not in this situation, but a lot of the comments and things that are directed, it's just so easy to say sometimes.
Yeah, of course it is. And some of the comments, it's like
you had to bite your tongue on so many situations. Are you kidding?
I know. Sometimes I'm just like, I want to channel Lani and just be like, fuck off. Like I'm just like, what would Lani say? I feel like I should get a shirt. What would Lani say? Because I feel like I am less confrontational. I don't like, but I feel like, and not to say you're confrontational, but you have no issue being like, fuck off, shut up.
Yeah.
In a nicer way.
So I'm in therapy 10 hours a week. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't have a problem speaking my mind. That is for damn sure, especially if I'm an opinion based something. However, I have started to learn that doesn't matter what you think. Because even if you think the sky is blue and I think the sky is red, then like we're not getting anywhere.
Totally.
So it's like, I feel like for so long, I think how I also like just did things the way I assumed. I did things to others how I would be okay getting treated. Yeah. And that's not how the world works. Like,
sorry, you treated others how you would want to be treated
to some degree, but I realized that's not a good life lesson.
Don't treat. So what is
because I like to get treated different than like you get to get treated. So that's actually like a really bad, like I literally went through life being like, but I'm just assuming that like you're not going to be as sensitive to this because I'm not like that. Like I'm going to be more overt and say like, it's not even that I'm trying to be confident, but like, that's just what's comfortable to me. But do you know what I'm saying? And so.
Well, it's a good lesson. I feel like I tell my kids that all the time. I'm like, treat your friends how you would want to be treated.
Right. And Ella wants to be treated a little rough around the edges and maybe someone else wants to be hugged, but like, then you try to hug someone that wants to be a little spicy and you're not going to mix. Yeah. It's going to be oil.
No, I think it's an interesting perspective. Do not treat others how you would want to be treated necessarily in some situations.
In the core principle, it is there. All I'm saying is that like that rule has not applied for me in life because
everyone is different. Everyone is different.
Don't give a shit if nobody called. Like, listen, if not one person called me on my birthday, I'd be sad. But like, it's just not. I don't hold people to it. It doesn't matter to me. It's not even a process. However, that's not how the world works. You would be really upset if I didn't call you on your birthday.
Well, you? I would literally cry if you didn't call me on my birthday.
I feel like you did cry though, because I didn't do an Instagram post this year. I felt
more
bad about you than any other person about those Instagram posts.
No.
I was going through the thick of it, and it was like
it's
Jones's birthday, or one of their birthdays, and I was like, ooh, the fact that I skipped a birthday. This is it. Like, I'm shutting it down. If I didn't do a birthday online, that was like, I can't go back. I didn't do one kid's birthday. Now I have to skip a whole year.
And then do you story or do you static post? I'm like, what? And then if you static post one kid, well, I got to static post all the kids.
And then like now you're on a new platform. Is that coming into it?
Oh, I'm like full on now.
Yeah.
I'm really full on. It's so funny. So
do you like being back in the game?
I love being back.
Good.
I really do. And
why am I looking how I'm looking at you?
I know. It's a really weird position.
It's very manly.
So Tinks reposted me this morning, which like,
no way. What was
obviously, so she was on Aaron and Sarah's podcast today.
Okay.
World's first podcast. So I'm like, oh my God, these are like three of my favorite people on the same podcast. So I reposted it. She tagged me, restoried my post. Tinks did. And I literally, so this is now my problem because I'm on social so much is I was getting out of the shower. Mm-hmm. I'm always on my phone now. So I was getting out of the shower in my shower cap, in my towel, saw she reposted me, accidentally called her. Like I went to respond and it was like, you have dialed. It's like dialing Tinks
through Instagram.
I'm like, no, fuck. I'm like, and I was literally in my pink shower cap with like avocados on it.
You X'd it.
Well, no, I was like fumbling because when you're nervous and I was like delete. And then it was just kind of moving around the screen. Like my face was just like, I wasn't even deleting it. It was like the little
Did she see you?
Okay. So I managed,
Did someone pick up?
No one picked up, but I literally like threw my phone. I was like, cause then it was the video of the call was like up my nose of my avocado, of my like chin hairs and acne. And I was like, and then it just showed video call ended. And I was like, wait, can she go back and see?
She will see that there was a video.
No, I saw, but she won't actually see.
No, she won't see your.
Okay. So I was like literally panicked. I was like, I have to like delete my profile
Unless she
now.
picked up and recorded it, which she did not.
She didn't. But then I had to message her to qualify why I called her.
No, you did?
Well, I did because I'm like,
did she respond?
She did not respond.
She's busy right now.
We're done. So we're not friends anymore.
What did she? She just reposted it.
She just reposted it, but
did the followers go up?
You know what? I've been having a steady increase, so I don't know if it's from her or just
snap.
It's not.
Snapback. There
it's
you go.
In the snapback.
Maybe it's all that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but anyways, I did write to her being like, I accidentally called you. Great podcast. Like I was like, oh God, I'm like, I'm dead.
And then was the podcast good with all three of them?
I'm halfway through. It's like quite long, but it is good. I just love it's casual. I like their chit chats.
I do too, but. Maybe.
Yeah, I know she might not be, but listen, again, like we said, she might not be. She's not for everyone.
I was into, and I am into her still. I don't know.
Also, Aaron Foster reposted.
What?
So I was wearing a favorite daughter outfit, and
you bought that obviously to get reposted. True or false?
No, I swear. I swear to God, I've heard so much about this trouser. It's like their famous trouser.
Oh, but you said tracksuit.
No, trouser. It's like a trouser. It's like a trouser with a vest. The one I wore on Saturday night.
Oh, God.
So everyone's talking about this
uniform.
It's like the famous trouser. So it comes in white with like a matching vest. And I'm like, that's a cute summer look. And then I posted something and she posted back. And then I was freaking out as well. And she was like, I was like, oh, I'm going to basically, I do everything Aaron and Sarah tell me to or something. And she's like, this is the attitude we all need. And then I went a step further and I was like, oh, gonna get my lips blushed today and drink my matcha. Like I basically was like, kind of.
What are you going for here? Like, do you think she's gonna like you?
Honestly, I think she didn't respond.
Okay, can I just give you a piece of advice?
I know. I think I'm coming across too hard.
Okay, so you're on this new platform.
I'm trying too hard. I know I am.
You're trying a little hard. I would, okay.
What would Lani do? Here's my shirt. What would Lani do?
Okay, if I was to go back on social, if I was never mind me, if I were to be you now.
Don't respond. Just be cool. Play it cool.
Enough about these people. Stop messaging these people that are not interested in you. And if they reposted, it's because they just want to show how many people have done what they said. It's zero to do with you, but I'm happy for you and I hope it gets you followers. However, I'm into you being, listen, I think it's still important to be you. And you are a keener, you're off, you have no shame in that type of game.
Yeah, no,
like,
I don't give a shit.
yeah. So like, don't do anything like me.
No, I'm not actually overthinking it.
What I think you should do, what I would like to see is like in the stories, a little bit more of like the BTS. I would like to see you prepping some of the stuff. I think you're funny. I love the end product stuff. Every recipe you posted, I literally just send to my nanny now. It's like,
great.
She's like,
yo, have Minette tag me.
Literally, I will. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, boom. Like, I'm almost at the point where I feel like your roster of recipes are like, I could use a few more dinner meals.
Yeah.
But soon I think I could get off HelloFresh. That's like a big.
I thought you did that for a bit.
No, I would also need from you like a shopping list.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's my other business idea.
Okay.
Is if I worked with you to develop a kind of monthly meal plan for your family. And it's like a bunch of recipes.
I basically asked Rose to do this, but then she had her baby.
Yeah. Well, I can do that for you.
Okay.
And then it's like we try out different recipes and it's like you have your staples. And then every month it's like we introduce 3 or 4 new recipes.
I'm here for, are you going to charge me?
Well, yeah.
Family and friend discount?
Yeah, no. You can't discount. Remember? I was just telling someone this.
I don't. That's my life theory, but that's like to me not giving my mom a discount at the store. You want to give me friends and family? Fuck off.
No, obviously I wouldn't charge you, but I was okay. So
I didn't say not charge me. No. I just said would I get it?
Obviously I would. I'm not like I probably wouldn't charge you, but I was just telling this. So a friend's launching a new business, and she was like, so she wants to become like an educational consultant. And I'm like, that is amazing. I'm here for you. I actually need help with one of my kids on this. And she's like, great. She's like, we'll do it for free. And I'm like, no. You're building your business. Like, I'll pay you. She's like, well, I'll give you a discount. I'm like, but you're literally just launching.
I know.
And she is not family. Yeah, she's a friend, but I'm like, you should 100% be charging me full pop, be charging anyone who you use. I said this to Ryan. I said this to Sarah. Like, we know you give that one discount, you're fucked.
No, you have to.
You're discounted for life.
Strict T's and C's that you have to abide by. And if you don't,
used to get mad at me. You'd be like,
yeah, you willy nilly over there. She was giving like Leatherman free, like literally get-ups by the end. I was like, Lauren, those 8 goldies should not be on Leatherman. And just because you feel bad for him that it's hot out, he does not
I did not ever give.
outfits.
So there's Leatherman, for those who don't know, is a fixture on Yonge Street. He walks up and down in a full leather head to toe outfit in 40-degree weather in August. He is terrifying looking. I'm pretty sure he has bodies in his basement. He is scary.
Yeah.
And when we had the store on Yonge Street,
Like
he
to
would
pay us
come in
visits,
and
yeah.
harass girls, and fucking Rack would like talk to him.
Yeah, we had some staff that just engaged versus like, yeah, if I was there, I'd be like, excuse me, you have to go. This is not appropriate.
Oh, you were great. You'd be like, get the fuck out. I'm calling the police.
It's always when I wasn't there, you'd be like, there's a homeless person taking like a shit on the mat and I don't know what to do.
No, she actually peed in the change room. She did not take a shit.
And then walked
she
out.
peed in the change room. I'm like,
No, something happened with the curtain. There was
well, you know what you say in retail? It's like, you never know.
I know.
You never know. She could have come in and spent 10 grand. Maybe she just like, I don't know, needed
so
adult
you
diapers.
never know, but then you also know a little bit because you have eyes.
No, but you actually remember there was
got robbed.
There was the thief in the neighborhood, but she was rich. She had like a problem.
Yeah.
She stole a fridge like 1 week from
She stole
She walked in with a fridge from Canadian Tire.
Did you say a klepto? What's it? Someone that
klepto.
Klepto.
Yeah.
I think it's more than
This woman is like blonde, unassuming Rosedale bitch stole a fridge from Staples.
Just walked in.
From Canadian Tire because no one would assume. And I remember she went into Narwhal, she went into Nyla. She was hitting up every store, and she'd come in and she would be like, oh yeah, like I just got some stuff down the street, like Isabel Marant. She'd drop brand. She was
a confusing one, but the homeless
and then she posted. Do you remember she posted on her Facebook the dress she stole from us?
Yeah, that's true.
It was like it became her profile picture.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it did. Okay, there. Well, that was
it wasn't a profile picture, but she did post it. She was like, summer out with the family. I'm like,
literally
stole my dress from us.
The hell? We busted a lot of people through Instagram and Facebook like that. It's so funny.
Yeah, the one girl who tried to return the sale dress. She's like, I've never worn it. And she had worn it at a wedding and it was an open profile.
Yeah.
And I think you responded to her in her messages being like, love the dress, look great on you at the wedding.
I think you could just do like a full episode of like every story you have in this
The retail
realm.
world?
Yeah, it's really funny.
We have a lot of stories.
Yeah, I think it's really funny.
Yeah, there were some from like, yeah, we have dealt with every world like of it. We've dealt with manufacturers, we've dealt with wholesalers, we've dealt with retailers, we've dealt with customers.
Yep.
And yeah, it's all levels of.
All levels. Remember, we used to have the
Crazy.
cross-dresser who would come in?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He was actually so nice. And I think I don't know, culturally.
We're like, do you know that we're maternity though? Like we were cool with the women thing, but we're like literally He was
6'5".
He was 6'5" and so skinny, and all of our pants were like
He was always like,
stretchy waist. So I'm like,
no, but
once
nothing
again, that
fit
only
him.
ever happened when you were there. I never once dressed him.
He was so nice. And everything he would try on, he was always like, it's a little tight. I'm like, well.
Or loose at the bottom. I don't think it's designed for your body. This is like in two extremes, you know?
Yeah. I mean, everything did look great on him. He never ended up buying. Again, I'm like, you never fucking know. I'm like, I don't know who's a fucking customer here. This guy could make my day. I don't want to judge.
Your day dead.
Who knows?
When we, okay, you know, the best part of what we used to do.
What's
This
the
is
best
so
part?
classic. We did this up until we shut her down. But when we were having, this is Business 101 with Lani and Lauren at the store, when we were having a bad day. We would go and we would shop just so that like that total would not be
0 or minus if you were fucking returning shit.
said it. We've had a 0 day.
Listen, if you're in
I was about to go like at least like 500.
we could be honest with these people.
These people, you don't even know who's listening. What if we need investment?
Everyone's listening. They love authenticity. Honestly, we would call Marla or
and
we
then
would
my
shop.
dad would be like, "Hold on, girls. Just want to explain to you what you guys just
You're
did.
double paying on the
You're
taxes.
You just bought from yourself, paid double taxes on yourself, and now you're out double."
Yeah. You know what?
It was all about mental.
It was a
game.
mental.
It was a mental game.
It's like the scale. You know, it's like a similar concept. It's just that number can fuck with you. And you know what?
Yeah.
We did what we had to do.
I fully did funny shit. Like someone would be like, "Oh my God, I love your sweater." I'm like, "Yeah, there's one more in a small." And then I'd be like, "Go to the back, change into the
the medium."
And come back and I'm like, "Here it is." I fold it up.
Oh God, I'm like sweating
This
right now.
is-
I did that too. I did that too. Listen, a sale is a sale. Like, God, if you're not in fucking retail and you don't get this, retail's so fucking hard. You sell anything. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices. You can't be honest.
Yeah.
It's hard, guys, but we did our best.
We did our best. And listen,
It could have been a reality. It would have been a great reality show.
Yeah, I think you could just do hours and hours.
It would have been a
on it. I think
great.
it's
Oh,
hilarious.
okay. Speaking
the
of
thing is, we would have to like, it's like saying with like, we could go on and on about like gossip and realty on this, but are we doing that? Like, we would have to expose so many of our clients
Yeah,
or the
I know.
customers. It just
would we know? I feel like you don't put names out there. You just like the husband who we talked about on the last episode who commented on his pregnant wife's weight. Like there are so many fucked up stories that you're just like. Anyways, what I was gonna say was, speaking of reality TV, are you into Vanderpump Rules? This is a big. So I posted about this on my Instagram. People are. This is a cultural phenomenon.
I fell asleep during part 1 of the reunion.
I don't know. I like don't. So he cheated.
Well, that's what you would think. So I posted it being like, am I committing? Am I doing this? Not even a word of a lie. I know I exaggerate. 40 plus messages of grown ass women saying like, you actually do need to watch this. So what I'm going to do is watch. This is my plan because 10 seasons is fucked up.
Don't go back to
No,
1
I
to
heard
10.
I heard 1 and 2 are the
insane.
best. Then I'm going to watch the reunion episodes and then season 10. And I feel like that's kind of doable.
I didn't watch the show. Like we do all the Bravo shows, but I didn't watch any of that show until this season. And like I'm someone who doesn't have to watch previous seasons to hop
I could
in.
I could watch the last episode if I don't care that much.
I understand something like right away. And,
Right. But I was just told that it's so good that you have
it is.
to.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
But were the staff, the people in season 1 and 2 even relevant by season 10?
Yeah. So, Tom is
OG.
like Scandival is with Kristen and
I broke up, I think also.
well, they broke up
Everyone's now
initially,
broke up.
but like she cheated on him initially. Or sorry, he cheated on her initially. Anyways, there's like a whole, I think you get a sense for the characters. Anyways, I don't fucking know. I have it on in the background. It's literally just like playing.
Like you're right. It's a show me and Sarah never watched, but watched this season because of everything that
So
went
you
on.
feel like you could pick up season 10 and be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Ryan, give me the tea right now because I don't want to watch any of this shit.
Like, basically, I mean, when you watch the beginning of the show, they all work for Lisa, and then throughout the seasons,
Yeah.
they don't, and then they just become the characters on
The show.
their own because they've just been on the show or
Got it.
whatever.
For so long.
So it's like you don't really know all the backstory, but you don't need
You don't need
Like,
to
you
watch
just-
that's
it.
fine.
You just get invested in like what
Characters
is
and
about
they're
to
hot
happen,
and they're having sex and
Yeah.
they're not and they're scandal.
That's your mom's move. She'd be like, "Oh, I just watched the last episode of season 5 of like Handmaid's Tale." I'm like, "What?" She watches
Like
the
the
last,
last.
but of like very intricate shows.
Yeah, I don't do that. For sure, I give zero shits about it. Or if someone else is watching the show and like there's a finale, I'm like, I'll watch. If I'm committed to a show, you go in order.
Right.
However, 10 seasons of Vanderpump
It's a lot.
Rules seem.
It's a lot.
I think just see how season 1 goes.
I'm gonna see it. Just literally, I can't even get over.
It's a shirt. Like a corset, but it's not. Yeah.
Thanks. I actually tied the back to make it tighter. It was a little
Yeah.
loose. Yeah,
Turn off those.
gotta go a little more
But
croppy
what's
crop.
the deal? It's not. It's just a twofer.
Yeah, it's a one.
Oh,
It's
oh
a,
yeah.
It's a oneer.
It's a oneer.
Yeah.
Can it adjust here?
It's also tucked. It's like
Oh,
I've literally
it's long.
fully.
Okay,
it's
so you could
too
tuck it
long,
into
and I didn't want to
jeans.
tuck it in because
Wanna
you could
take it
see
to
the
gala?
fabric. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Get it cropped.
actually, I will. I will. Yeah, Lani's going to the. Yeah, that alterationist. Honestly, she's the best.
Yeah.
she is incredible.
What else do we have to talk
Oh,
about?
you know what? Troy actually
Oh,
also.
what was that about? Ooh,
What?
Ryan?
Do you have a
No, I was just
question?
laughing because I was waiting for you to be like, can we last?
Can we
last-
stop? I know
Can
Laney's
we
always like,
stop?
What
is the
time is it?
episode
You
over?
know what,
Wait,
give me like a good like 5 to 10 more minutes.
okay, wait. There's one more show that's really good that I just started watching. Is Shrinking.
Oh, I couldn't get into it.
Really?
I'm not a good. The barometer for me is nothing. I can't sit.
You can't sit. You can't sit.
I'm trying, but
Yeah.
with the shows, I cannot get into a lot of shows right now. It is very hard for me.
Yeah,
other than Dave,
Me too. I can't. I used to
No,
watch
there's-
every
me
single
too,
show.
and I just.
and
That's
now
probably
I
better
can't.
though.
I like literally, and everyone's talking about it, and I'm like, don't care. I literally give zero shits about the Vanderpump thing. There's nothing I desire to watch. I don't even care about Kim anymore. Like I do, but I don't. Like I heard her on the Jay Shetty pot. What's his name? Yeah,
Jay Shetty.
and I really liked so much of what she said. She's been through so much. And she's articulate, and she, a lot. Oh, I was surprised at how like relatable a lot of the things she has said about being a mom, all these things, given who she is. Like, when you're like Oprah, like how could Oprah ever gain weight? She's got 1,000 people like
Yeah.
cooking and doing all these things for her. But she talks about like at the end of the day, her kids only want her and blah, blah. Shit like
Right.
that doesn't change no matter who you are.
Right.
So I like that. I like getting to know her. But it was like, and it's all, his shit's always like
Yeah.
very
It's deep.
deep and
Yeah.
positive but like it just was a lot. And it was a lot of look at like as long as I can make everyone happy, my life goal was just very preachy, And I
yeah.
feel like that's just what a lot of these I don't know.
Yeah.
I love her, but like too much of her speaking is.
It was an hour and
eventually-
15.
Yeah.
I was like, I could have done this in 30. Yeah, it was just a little bit too much. And then I was like, why do I feel inadequate?
Yeah. I know sometimes those
It was a
podcasts
lot.
they're too intense.
Yeah. So I was
Um,
talking about yourself a lot. Intense.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot. Well, and I feel like you're also doing that. Like you've got the therapy, you've got DBT. Like I feel like there's a lot
Yeah.
of, you probably need some lightness.
Yeah. So that's the one show I do like. I really
Right.
like Dave. I've told everyone about
you-
Dave. You guys?
Dave.
You know Dave, Little Dicky?
Oh, Little Dicky. Yeah. Yeah.
Watch that. Did you watch that?
No.
Okay. That is a show it's very funny. It's very light. You get your HBO hits with the Hailey Bieber appearance. You get like, he's a rapper, so he's super skilled and talented. Like he freestyles, like it's insane. And he's such a good artist, but he's a really good actor. And it's kind of like a spin off of his life, like how he blew up as his like Jewish, ironic,
Rapper.
funny kid with like very funny neurotic parents, that are like,
I didn't
long is it?
realize.
Is it what
Isn't
episode?
it 3
Is it an
seasons?
hour episode,
Oh.
or is it 20, or is it 30
it's
minutes?
an hour. You can fast forward commercials. It's on FX.
Mm.
And there's 2 seasons or there's 3 seasons. I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
you're gonna love it.
Okay, I'll give it a
He
shot.
was great
Tell
on
Sarah.
Call
You need to
Her
watch it.
Call Her Daddy. That's where I actually first learned the most about
See,
him.
So the reason I did not like him on that because
It was too serious?
No, he did the same shtick in that episode. He like didn't alter it. So I'm like, ew, I just saw this. Like, be more
feels fake. It feels fake.
It was like, you're so good at, his thing is that he can freestyle on the spot and it's like, it's crazy.
Like freestyle rap on the spot.
Yeah. Like he just like, he can shoot out, like, it's just crazy. So then when he kind of was repetitive and I was like, you're doing the same shtick.
Yeah,
like,
it feels like not authentic. I'm realizing now too that I'm back on Instagram. There's so many words that are so overused by people on social media. Like I'm obsessed.
Yeah. What do you say when you come on now? What I haven't like been, hey guys.
No,
that was like always I wanted
don't say that.
Hey guys. I'm sitting here in my car.
Don't say hey guys.
So what do you say? I'm not doing it. I'm
no
just
intro.
What
There's not usually an intro.
You just go.
Just start.
Drinking my smoothie and I want.
Just start.
No, hi.
Yeah, the car story where like you start telling us about something that just happened in your day.
But that shit gets the highest fucking engagement when you're just like,
what we were doing.
Maybe because it's polarizing. I don't know. Like people love it or people hate it.
I think people just think they're a part of your life because you're just like.
I mean, I guess it depends on the personality. Like I like you, so maybe I'll watch it. But there's a couple other people who post that. And I'm just like,
too long-winded.
Give
But
a
a lot
shit
of
about your day.
obsessed. A lot of obsessed. I'm obsessed.
You're making me like never want to come back to Instagram.
I think it just makes you more aware.
kidding.
You're just like, I like this. I just like post shit that I'm like, I would like this, or like I wouldn't like this, so like I don't post. And then I'm also like, what would Lani think?
I guess, yeah, but you have to think about that because what you think other people want to see probably isn't even like.
I also don't care that much.
Exactly.
It's actually like, I think it was different when we were doing Annie and Ren, where it was like, I had to consider the brand. I had to consider you because there were two voices to the brand.
Yeah.
So it was so, we were selling clothing. Like it was so different. Now I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm literally just going to be me. Take it or leave it. Follow me. Don't follow me. Like what I post. Don't like what I post.
Right.
Make my recipes. Don't make my recipes. Like I actually now feel like I'm at a great place where like you don't actually care.
Well, you care enough to grow the platform and do it, but you're not.
Totally.
You're not.
I'm not overthinking every fucking post. Where I feel like when I used to do it for Annie and Ren,
you were good at that anyways to begin with. So the fact that you probably,
but it's hard not to overthink it, right? Where you're just
get too comfortable, Laura. You're posting like pictures.
Literally
from
my
your shitter.
naked shower call to Tinks. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Bye.
I feel like there's more we could talk about.
Well, if you can keep going,
I don't know.
Bye.
Is there not? Have you started reading Ashley's book?
I have.
And that Blair character is real fucked up.
Yeah, I'm really early though. I'm only only a few chapters in, but it is.
Did you get into some fucked up shit that Blair does?
Which one?
I don't want to ruin it. Anyways,
No,
I feel like you'd know. I feel like you'd
just at
know.
the part where
Can't do an audiobook for this one, huh?
I know. That's why I'm having a hard time. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm actually getting. I'm going to get an ADD assessment. A comprehensive assessment.
What like prompted?
I'm really excited about this.
What prompted it?
Well, my therapist told me she bets $1 million. And probably a form of ADHD.
Okay.
Yeah. So she seemed pretty convinced, and she's been pretty good to me through this whole thing. No, this is something that there has been my whole life. I feel with learning something, there has been this blurred line that I've never been able to put my finger on. And I feel like it affects my days. It affects my anxiety. It affects just like so many things.
Right.
The fact that like, I know as people, as busy people, as women, our heads are constantly buzzing with 1,000 things to do. But I do find myself not being able to do certain things as efficiently, I would say, now that I'm observing it because of the lack of concentration I have doing something.
Right.
So I just want to find ways. I just actually want to see.
Well, I think it's great that you're getting assessed.
It will be,
and it will be helpful for you because
I just like answers. I'm such a curious person, and I'm so intuitive with myself. And coming through this whole process, like it's really good to be self-aware. Like and like that has to be there to promote these changes that are happening.
Yeah.
However, it's like where do I go first?
It's a lot. You are very self-aware. I feel like you'd be like a day pregnant, and you were like, Laura, you're like, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was like 2 months in with Gemma, fucking smoking and drinking, not in tune with my body at all.
In Paris.
In Paris.
Yeah. Well,
you're very in tune with your body. It's good.
Well, just with certain things. And so anyways, I think it will be interesting just to have an answer. If it's this, if it's that, I just like to understand it more and we'll see. Like, it's just, it's more, it's to have something constructive.
Yeah.
To work with.
Yeah. And to just know.
And if it's they're like, bullshit, you can sit still, like, shut up. Then I'll sit still and it's not like I need to listen. I think that I can't.
You think that you can what?
I think I cannot. I think there is something.
You cannot focus. You have trouble focusing.
Energy. I have a lot of that it can be used really in a great way, but I think sometimes it's hard to turn it down.
Yeah.
My goal in therapy across the board is just to move slowly.
Yeah, I feel like that's been a theme. Slow down. No, it has.
And I just don't come to things.
No, I think it is. It is.
I totally this morning we had a career fair for our interns.
Yeah.
DBT I had to do it, and I'm sorry, Quinn and Allie, but their fair was great. Lauren
did go. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
I have the opposite problem. I feel like I can't say no.
Well, for this morning, and this is nothing against Quinn and Allie.
Not even to this morning, but just in life. I mean, personally, I feel like if you ask me to do something, to be a part of, I feel like
you just emailed me something. Yes, the other day.
I did.
Yeah.
What was it? I emailed you no.
Oh, you want me to blow up your chops right here?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually just curious.
Go to that UJA event, and you said no thanks.
No, because I had something else that night.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. I swear to God.
Yeah. So /
I actually might have just said no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe I was starting to say no.
Okay. So this was a perfect example. I obviously screwed up with the timing with the Quinn thing this morning. I didn't realize it was only, anyways, it was my fault. My bad.
You're talking about the interns, with the interns. Yeah.
The interns didn't really know me that well. I was kind of going through a lot with that. There was a little in or out.
Yeah, it's okay.
Quinn's mom though, nice lady.
She was there.
Quinn's mom.
Lovely.
Same with Allie, Courtney. Yeah. It was a really good crowd. Just was.
Yeah. And they were raving, honestly, so nice. The Annie and Ren girls, because I feel like you were going through a lot. And then I was, was like, listen, it was a weird time for both of us in the business. And the girls at Annie and Ren, they're so fucking good. They literally were amazing. Not only did they manage the interns, they managed the business. They really did.
Yeah. No, we had a really, really strong team. And I'm so happy we got to play. A lot of them are doing really cool shit right now.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah. Well, and if you need web or graphic design, guys, Ellis.
Yes.
Ellis is your gal. Yes. Reach out. We'll send you her contact info. She redid all of our graphics, all of our websites. She's working on my Ren's Recipes website.
You know what the best thing about Alice is? This is a good life skill. It's because she's in a creative role.
Yeah.
She doesn't take things personally.
No.
So it's and I'm so picky. So I'm always like, Alice must fucking hate me. I'm like, can you move that 1 millimeter left and make it bold? But she's just yeah, no problem. Yeah. You're great. Looks better. Or nah, I think it
you're like, I don't like this. She's like, cool.
No. And then when she really feels her way, she really is. So I'm just saying, and this is a true testament. I think one thing is finding someone that can actually produce something good, but a lot of it's working with them, especially in a creative role. And she's very adaptable to feedback and a hard worker. So
that was my advice to you. I feel like you should start a graphic company with her because
listen to this.
You have such a strong and good opinion when it comes to visuals. That is not my bag. And I really think that is such a strength of yours and something you are so good at. And she's got the actual execution capabilities.
Right.
I think you guys together, what
are we, a branding agency?
Yes.
Huh?
I don't know. It's just a thought.
I want to talk to my 3 therapists.
I don't know if you need a career coach or something, but I do feel like that is such a strength of yours, and she could execute, and you already know you work well together. I don't know, just a thought. I'm just putting it out there.
I love Alice. I could definitely do stuff with her. I just don't. I was talking about this with a friend the other day. It's I have a lot of time in a different way now. So I'm trying to block off times where I can specifically do things. So yesterday, because I'm trying to schedule in a few moves a week with shelter movers. So I had a Wednesday book, but you find out it's last minute and the night before, it never got confirmed. And it's so interesting how it comes in. It comes in and it's all because it has to be confidential, but it comes in the night before, your address, who your teammates are, where you go.
Right.
And it's like, you're kind of like, it is. It's like you go and you meet that person.
You're like a spy. You're like in the CIA.
And it's like, this is level 1, 2, or 3 risk basically. Right. And like, these are the circumstances so it's like, and then you go and you sit in a car and it's the person's random.
Right. You're just waiting.
And you're driving to the location.
Right.
And then you get there and you then just work with this group of people that you've never met before doing interesting shit.
Right. I think it's amazing.
Wait, there was something. How did we get onto this? There was something.
You're talking about your schedule.
Oh, scheduling. So yesterday I was supposed to do the moves and it got canceled or didn't confirm. So I was like, I have a whole day to myself. I did not my kids yesterday. I dropped them off at school in the morning. And
What'd you do?
So I'm like, okay, I always, when I have like, I know an hour and I have time to go downtown, always first my mind Jaybird. I always go. Yeah. It's like
your workout. You love it.
It's good for my mental health. It's a hard workout. It's in that heat. I love it. So I went and did that. Then I just was like, okay, I'm going to read my book in the park. Obviously didn't do that because I was like, I couldn't sit still. So like but it was like, it was like too much. Time. I'm like, I had something at 4.
Right.
And I was done my thing at 11 and I was like, what to do? So I was like, and I wish I could and I had things I had to get done. Like I had like probably 2 hours of like computer time I had to do shit for.
Listen, there's always shit that can get done, but then there's always like.
I know, but I'm like, can I just be okay with like not doing something for 3 hours? Like, walking around. No, but like
you're like
right
no.
now, like I this is really hard for me.
That's my whole life. I am okay with doing nothing for a week. Like just I could lay in bed from 8 a.m. to 12 like for 12 hours straight and not feel an ounce of guilt. I love it.
I feel like I'm the opposite. I need to fucking be busy. I will pull my hair out if I'm not busy.
Okay, I'm not saying I could never do that.
Yeah,
I could sleep.
Curious, is this like just watching TV? Is this what are you doing?
Like I could watch TV.
You could watch TV for 12 hours.
12 hours straight.
Sarah, showering, having a bagel.
Yeah, like I could literally do nothing.
You could fill your day.
Yeah. That's basically my whole winter. I did absolutely nothing. Like I did literally nothing for 4 months.
You hibernated.
Yeah.
You literally hibernated.
I can hibernate. It's actually kind of gross.
I don't mind. It's just that I have, like I said, I have this like energy to move. I'm like a energizer, but I just like, I can't slow down. So Jaybird, you literally have to start the practice also with like lying there still, think about the beginning and the end.
And that's hard.
Well, no, it's part of it. And
like the meditation.
And they play music. Yeah. And music is huge for me.
Yeah.
I love that. I was like, also this dancing, everyone's like, when's the dance class?
I know you said you're not doing it anymore.
Well,
you felt too much pressure.
I could not make it happen for May.
Oh, who cares? Make it happen for the fall. There's what's the pressure.
Yeah, never say never. And I was like, maybe instead of like inventing a whole dance program myself, maybe I should just like become an instructor somewhere. That feels a little easier. Like, why am I trying to make my own program that feels so overwhelming? Like, I think Jaybird is even coming to Yorkville. Maybe they're looking for. I would have to like probably go through a whole training.
Like your certification. I think you should do it. I think you would be amazing at that. I think you really would.
I feel like the pressure to start something new is a lot. Like, and that's so committal. Like that's like to make a class to build it. Like let me just like ease into a brand and. I
also do think you should start your own branding agency with Ellis. I'm just putting that out there. Wow. You are the first person, like all my creative shit, I know, like you are my person I go to.
I do have a good eye. I just don't know how. Yeah.
Anyways, just some food for thought.
I'll be my landscape designer.
You know what I want to do? Real estate.
Didn't you get your real estate license?
In New York.
Yeah, but that's all fucking hours. Like all my friends who are like Christina, it could be 11 p.m. on a Saturday and fucking something comes through. It's like you have no control of your schedule.
Sounds like it could be good for my personality.
I mean, you're never sitting.
I'm not even talking about being a sales agent. I'm talking more like, I don't know. Like I have creative. I feel like I've got good taste. Like I'm not an interior designer. I don't know. But I feel like real estate is a good investment.
Huh? You want to invest in real estate?
I don't know.
Be
what
an agent?
Do.
Be an interior designer? I got so many things from that statement.
I just feel like real estate is where it's at. Don't you feel like everyone that's like super rich is because of real estate in most cases? They're just like, yeah, his dad has money. He's real estate. Or like,
I know you're going to want to edit that voice out. I just know.
I'll do it again. Yeah. It's like dad's dad money. His dad has money or like it's just generational wealth, but it's all real estate.
Listen, I think there's a lot of things you'd be good at. Maybe real estate. I feel like the workout, the brand stuff, that's like, that's right. I don't know. I just like,
you got see it. I don't see that.
Well, I just like, you're investing in like a building. Like, what are you, like you're
TBD. Maybe I'll build a
Lani Levy
townhouse.
Interiors. Watch out, Allie. Got some competition. All right. I feel like we could call it on that note. Okay. Bye, guys.